Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Police expect to lay several charges against a young man who allegedly stole a car from Sydney before crashing at high speed at Mayfield West. Police say the car lost control on Industrial Drive at about 6:15 last night and rolled several times before catching on fire. The SUV collided with a Ford Ranger, which ricocheted into another car before coming to rest near Toole Street. The driver, a 20-year-old man, was taken to the John Hunter Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, where he remains under police guard. The drivers of the other cars were shaken but otherwise unharmed. Meanwhile, a man has survived a serious crash when his car ploughed off an overpass on the M1 at Cooranbong. New South Wales Ambulance says the car plunged several metres onto Newport Road below after veering off the bridge at about 4 p.m. yesterday. The driver in his 30s was airlifted to the John Hunter Hospital by the region's Westpac rescue helicopter with multiple fractures and critical injuries to his head and chest. Cessnock Council is continuing its recovery efforts in the wake of severe damage from the July floods. Council has already put $1.5 million into the emergency road recovery process and is working to put more preventative measures in place. Cessnock Director of Works David Maloney says Council is working to replace and upgrade essential assets.
Recently received a federal government grant for $1 million, and part of that we're going to do some causeway upgrades on Yango Creek Road to try and make those more resilient. Looking at the Pony Club down at Laguna and how we might be able to move that structure out of the flood area.
The CEO of Business Hunter says the region is still suffering from a post-COVID hangover as the labour market continues to struggle. Bob Hawes says the jobless rate for July in Newcastle and Lake Macquarie was just 2.6% and 4.6% for the Valley. However, the numbers don't include the sagging workforce participation rate. He says the region had more than 140,000 people in work pre-COVID, and this has collapsed to 130,000. Bob Hawes says more emphasis is needed on training and skills development, and a regional immigration program needs to be investigated to encourage job-ready people to the region. Maitland residents are being invited to be part of a discussion on the city's future economy, with Council holding an all-ages event this evening. Kicking off at 5:30 p.m. at Maitland Regional Art Gallery, guest speaker James Tumer will exchange ideas about a broad range of topics. City and Visitor Economy Coordinator Caroline Booth says the event will allow for community input into what the future of Maitland could look like.
James Tumer is an urban thinker and strategist from Future State, which is an arm of Urbis. Anyone really can get involved. Our community, if you live or work here in Maitland.
Hunter residents are being encouraged to celebrate the hard work of volunteers in the community with the annual Meals on Wheels Day happening across Australia today. The initiative is known for delivering meals to locals who are unable to prepare or purchase food themselves. Newcastle General Manager Damien Isaac says there are many ways individuals can get involved and help out their local service.
There's different opportunities, but there's also different roles. We have social support, we have phone engagement, we have packing in the kitchens, we have delivering food to people's doors, and other administrative responsibilities that we can engage in as well.
2NURFM Sport.
Jets coach Arthur Papas has thrown his confidence behind Georgian signing Becca Dartsmelia. Papas says the 22-year-old international will add new depth and experience to the embattled side. Dartsmelia has signed a 2-year deal with the club and is expected to join his teammates in training next week. The Knights will unveil their 7th halves pairing of the season after Anthony Milford was sidelined with a rib injury. Coach Adam O'Brien has named utility Phoenix Crosland to start at 5/8 to replace Milford, with halfback Adam Clune staying put. The Knights will play Cronulla at McDonald Jones Stadium on Sunday in their last match of the season. And Cooks Hill have been docked 3 NPL points after repeated infringements for match official abuse. That's sport. I'm Bella Middleton.
And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 12, 24, 27, 28, 32, 34 and 39, and the supplementaries are 17, 18 and 22. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.